Hey everybody, this is Ted Check. Brian Shaw is considered one of the greatest strength athletes of all time. He won the World's Strongest Man 4 times. He's one of only, I think, 5 guys to ever win the World's Strongest Man 4 times or more. Just an absolutely amazing athlete. He's a mountain of a man, 6'8", 430 pounds. Well, he now has his hooks into arm wrestling. He's interested in arm wrestling. And you know what? Arm wrestling is interested in him. If we take a look here, we go back a year ago. Here Brian is training with Derek Smith, who is America's biggest arm wrestler. Now, Derek Smith might even be taller than Brian Shaw, but he probably doesn't weigh quite as much as Brian Shaw. But he's an experienced arm wrestler, so here we have Brian soaking up all of the knowledge that he can from Derek Smith.
If I got in that position, right, so I was kind of
so that was great.
Like if you start doing
this
that,
is Brian Shaw's
I don't
personal
think I got
gym right here that he
something
has.
very well.
It's on his property. He's got his home, and then this massive gym.
So if
all
you're
sorts of
doing
unique
that,
pieces of
what would be
equipment,
my
dumbbells,
time?
and all that kind of stuff. And he's got an arm wrestling table in there.
Depends. You could bail completely.
So that's a year ago. Okay. Now, more recently, we have Brian locking up with Eddie Hall, his good friend, and Eddie was also a strongman competitor. And Brian's got, he's got a little bit more table time, and he's got the strength and the technique down. Yeah. Now, the latest is Devin Larratt. Devin, the legend Larratt.
About the potential Brian Shaw collab, and
he's going to collaborate with Brian Shaw. He's going to train him.
I'm so happy to say that yes, I actually have a plane ticket now.
So the backstory is, for those of you who don't know, Devin from Canada was one of the top arm wrestlers in the world, and he lost to a guy named Levan Saganashvili. Now Levan is huge. He's a little shorter at 6'3", but he tips the scales right around 400 or so. So people see Brian Shaw as a possible opponent at some point for Levan, because Levan is now the top guy in the world, and he's the biggest dude in the world. He's the most formidable dude, and he has skills. So it's going to take Brian a long time to get up to that point. The question is Brian willing to go the distance? Is he willing to put in the time? He's retired from strongman, but is he willing to devote himself to arm wrestling? Because that's what it's going to take. If he wants to be the best, it's gonna take total dedication. He's not going to be able to do much of anything else, really, if he wants to be that good. So we'll just have to see. He's gonna get some tutelage from one of the best, Devin Larratt, and that's exciting. That's exciting. As far as I understand it, the prize money has increased, and we have a couple of big promotions out there. We've got East versus West, and we've got King of the Table. So the time is right for somebody like Brian, and he's still relatively young. He's only 42 years old. That is not old, right? I think he could still do some damage. There's other guys that have had great success in arm wrestling that have gotten into it later in their life. And Brian, he has the size, he's got the strength, he's got the IQ to learn the techniques like he did for strongman. So I'd say it's wide open for Brian. If he wants it, he can have it. If he wants it, he can get it. So we'll just have to see. I'm excited about it, though. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll talk to you later.